Hi everyone, this is Carson here. Sorry I haven't been posting lately. It's because I have been working, but then also for the past couple weeks I have been sick with bronchitis. So I'm gonna try not to cough during this recording, but that's why my voice kind of sounds a little bit more raspier. If you are new to my channel, thank you for clicking on this video. Today we are doing the May bullet spread that I have been waiting to do because I was waiting till I got a little bit better, because of course right when I was about to film it is when my bronchitis started. So of course I had to postpone filming and then of course postpone this voiceover because obviously. But yeah, so today we're doing the May theme for my bullet journal. I know it's going to be a little bit late just because of everything, like I said, but I've really been excited to do this. Also, the reason why it took a little bit longer too was because I wasn't completely sure what theme I wanted to do, so that's why it took a little bit longer to also think about what I wanted to do. But then, you know what, I love like the Mofusand cats. Like, if you ever heard of Mofusand or you haven't, go look them up. They're these little cats that you'll see throughout the video, but I've included them. They have little like fruits on their heads, or just in general like cute little things with cats, and it's a Japanese brand, and I've loved all their little artworks and I've always thought they were really cute. So I felt like I wanted to incorporate that in this spread, because my last spread I did full on like cherry blossoms and Japan in general. And so I thought, you know what, I kind of want to keep going with the Japanese theme a little bit. And I thought about doing Spirited Away, which I might do next month for June, but then I kind of I don't know what I want to do. If I'm going to do Spirited Away, I'm not sure if I really want to do that for this month. And then Mofusand popped in my head, and I was like, oh wait, that'd be great. So then I collected a bunch of these little pictures off Google, and the first one at least is with a little watermelon, and I thought it was so cute. And so I kind of wanted to do a little bit Mofusand Japanese, but also like kind of dark academia, like a touch of dark academia as well, using like coffee, like how I have in the corner, and the book pages that I printed out to add, and the green shading. So that's kind of why it's like that. It's like a mixture of dark academia plus like cute Mofusand Japanese cats. Is the weirdest combination, but I love it. I honestly love how this theme turned out. I think it turned out really nice. But right now, so what I'm doing is going in with my Uniball silver pen and just adding a bunch of stars, dots, whatever I could think of in the moment, because I felt like I was missing a bunch of space. There was something that needed to be filled in those spaces, so I was like, okay, well, I'll take the Uniball and draw a bunch of silver stars and dots and everything, and it should make it look a little bit better, make it look like the way I wanted it. And so that helped a lot. So right now what we're doing, we're going to work in my goals and my habits. So my goal page is basically where I write down everything that I want to do for the month, or try to get done in the month. And so I added another Mofusand, and I only put the green in the top corner because I wanted to leave open the space for the bottom so I can write all my goals for the month. But sometimes I will put it in the bottom corners, but lately my journal has been getting filled a lot for the bottom corners, and it's becoming thicker on the bottom, so that's why I kind of was like, alright, well, let me switch it up this month put stuff more towards the top of the pages rather than the bottom, because I don't want to make my bullet journal even more weirder than the way it is looking from the side. So I didn't finish my habits on camera, and that's normal, especially if you've been around, you've seen. I kind of just skip it. I at least do the title for you guys for the video, but it's because I am still trying to figure out what I wanted to track, what I wanted my spread to look like. So that's kind of why I always skip it, and I only just do the title for it. So that's kind of why, if you were ever wondering. So right now we're doing my socials, and I'm adding another cup of coffee because I thought that would be a good little add-on to the corner. And so my socials is basically a tracker of like what I want to get done through socials for the month. And it's basically kind of like my goals page, but it's strictly like dedicated to like my social accounts. And if you don't know, especially if you're new, I have a couple different channels. This isn't my only channel. I also am an esthetician, so I post on Instagram and TikTok. And so if you guys want to ever check out any of my other channels or any of my other socials, I always have them linked down in the bottom description. But yeah, so because that's also why sometimes I don't post as much on this channel, is because I'm posting on my other channels, and that usually takes priority sometimes, especially my makeup channel. But right now, so what we're going to do is we are doing what's happening for the month of May through tarot. I always have a spread in my journals for that. And of course, when I was erasing it, I bent the top page, and I always hate when I do it. I try my best not to do it. You probably understand how that feels, especially if you've accidentally done it yourself while you're trying to just erase. And then I forgot to erase the lines for the sandwich because I wanted to put one of those little fruit sandwiches that you can find in konbinis in Japan, and I thought it would be a really cute add-on, especially with the coffee. And I didn't want to add another Mofusand cat for that spread, at least, or like green. So I thought, oh, let me put a little fruit sandwich. And of course I messed it up when I was trying to erase the lines, and so I had to go back over and fix it a little bit. But it looks perfectly fine now. And so now the spreads that we're working on is my ideas and my future. And I added another little Mofu and a green part in the corner. I really liked this little Mofusand because it's just like holding the little peach and then having the little peach holder thing, the little foam thing that they come in. I thought that was so cute, and I was like, ooh, that'd be adorable to add. So, but at least like the way I added it, you're supposed to put it where it's like laying down, because that's kind of how the picture was. But I was like, I'll fit it in the corner at least of this one, just because I don't really want to put it on the bottom or have an idea to put it on the bottom, and I kind of wanted to put it up near the title. And if I laid it down the way that it was wanting, then it would have took up too much space, and then the title would have either had to like be under it, or I had to add more stuff, and I didn't really want to. So I kind of just put it off to the side, but like put it up against the binding, like it's still kind of laying. So that's kind of what the way I did it. So right now we're doing flowing and to do. So my flowing is basically what I call my brain dump. I don't like the words brain dump, so I call it flowing thoughts or flowing. And I wanted to add a little onigiri because to tie in with the theme. And then another little Mofusand, he was drinking a little Starbucks Frappuccino, and I thought it was adorable. And so then we're going on to my playlist and my week 1. I think I was grabbing some markers just because I wanted specific colors to go with it, because I wasn't sure if I had all my colors out. But my playlist, I love adding this ever since I added it to my bullet journal a handful of years ago. I always have fun writing in it and adding any music that I was listening to throughout the month. And then also at the beginning of my bullet journal where I track everything for the year. With my yearly spread, I will add like a song or two for the month. So I have like a spread called Song of the Month, and every month I'll add like a song or two that were like the top songs that I always listen to, or I listen to a lot during that month. So that's also what I add for the yearly, but I love keeping track with it, especially just to see what I was listening to throughout the month. And I always add that, especially during every single month, and I've always had fun doing it, because especially like thinking of the ways I can make my little tracking boxes, especially like when I do dark academia or I do a specific spread, like I think it was January, I used like wax stamps, I used little picture frames, and then I think it was like June of last year, which I also do have a video coming out of that whenever it gets around, because I never got to post it last year, but June I did picture frames to go with the theme that I was doing. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you'll see it in June, so I'm really excited to post it finally. But I kind of wanted to do something really simple with this one. I didn't really have an idea, and I thought, you know what, I'll add these little like flowery details in the corner and just draw little lines to go with it, and that was the most easiest thing to do it with. But yeah, that's kind of what I thought, because I didn't really have an idea. Like I said, it was kind of last minute doing this and planning it. But we're gonna work on my week 2 and my week 3, and I found this little cute Mofu with a coffee and a mochi donut, and he's sitting in a little beanbag, and I thought that was adorable, and I kind of wanted to put it in like the in-betweens of pages. So I took the pages that I printed out, like the book pages that I printed out, and I added those as like the little background. I thought it really tied in very cutely to it, and I love how it looked and I love how it turned out, especially the colors I used. I wanted to kind of like balance with the cat and the colors of the cat that they used for the original picture, so that's kind of why I chose those for the specific header. And then we're going to do week 4, the last week of the month, and my notes page. And my notes page is basically whatever I couldn't fit, or basically anything that like I didn't have a specific spread for, or I just wanted to write down, or whatever it might be, I'll put it in my notes page. And that's basically like a little extra page in my spread for the month that I can write anything I need to that I didn't get to include anywhere else, or I just want to jot down some thoughts or whatever. It doesn't really have to go during the weeks, or maybe I ran out of space during the weeks. It's kind of like one of those pages. So that's kind of why I have a notes page at the end. Plus, I always have like a little bonus page to do something with towards the ends of my bullet journals. So that's why I just turned it into a notes page, because at first when I started doing that, I was like, I don't know what to put for this page. And then I thought, you know what, I'll put it as notes, because sometimes when I do get to fill out my whole journal, I run out of space. So that's kind of why it turned into that. And then I just tied it in with adding the book pages, and I kind of wanted to do the letterings as like a book page, and I added this cute little cat with a hamster in its little thing and riding a little bicycle, and I thought that was adorable. So this is the final spread. This is the final flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys got inspired. I know it's late, but I hope you guys really enjoyed seeing what my spread turned into for the month. And go follow me on my socials. Like I said, everything is linked down in the description below. Go check out my Etsy shop for stickers I have. I will be hopefully soon revamping the whole thing. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video.